If you ever want your husband to be what you're dreaming he should be and praying he should be, there's one more thing you've got to do: trust him. Oh, I've said this to a few ladies. They said, "You don't know my husband." No, I don't. But I do know God's conditions. I believe this is the great revolution that's coming. You can see the other side of it. It's women's lib. And women's lib, in my opinion, and I'm no sociologist, is the expression of frustrated womanhood who can't find men to trust. And in a way I sympathize with them. But I don't believe it's the divine solution. I believe you've got to do something about it. Listen, I want to give you two examples from the writings of Paul. I think there's a grace to trust people. I was talking to a lady the other day, or I was preaching on this the other day, and a lady came up to me at the end and I could see she was bursting. She said, "Mr. Prince, doesn't a man have to earn confidence?" Well, I'm not going to argue with that. But I think sometimes you've got to give it on credit. You're willing to do everything else on credit. Why not that? I really do. Now, I want you to just read two passages from 2 Corinthians, and I've really come to the end of what I'm going to say. You've all doubtless read 1 Corinthians. You're aware that there were a lot of problems in the Corinthian church. There was a man who had his father's wife. There was drunkenness at the Lord's table. There was disorder. There was faction. There was jealousy. It was not a model church. And yet in his second epistle, Paul says this. I just want to read these two passages. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 3. Second Corinthians 2:3. I wrote this same unto you, lest, when I came, I should have sorrow from them of whom I ought to rejoice, having confidence in you all, that my joy is the joy of you all. Isn't that an amazing statement? Could you have said that? Having confidence in you all. Who gave him that confidence? The Lord. What made him able to help those people? His confidence in them. If you don't have confidence in someone, I don't think you can ever help them. It's a necessary requisite for being a blessing. Chapter 7, verse 16. The last verse of chapter 7. I rejoice therefore that I have confidence in you in all things. Could you believe that? He could have given 15 good reasons to have no confidence in the Corinthian church, but he didn't. Friend, the only thing that's going to lift people is trusting.